Good day and welcome to a GTA playlist.
Fucking
thanks for tuning in. Thanks for clicking on our video if you found it.
Thanks for clicking.
That's really nice.
Or tapping.
Or tapping. In that, of course.
Or,
they could tap.
Or just auto playing onto it. Oh my god, the fire.
God,
thanks for rolling on.
No.
So how is everyone today? Oh, fuck, I bet it's really fucking loud.
Glad you asked.
How are you, Trot?
I'm okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I just fell back onto the same track.
That's what you're meant to do, I think.
Oh, right, I see.
Oh, you hit me just before I got a fucking checkpoint.
We're fucking each other.
Lael?
It's all about fucking, and we're all doing it to each other, and that's fine, and I'm dead.
Oh my god, stop doing that!
What? Who got hit with it?
Just hit me again.
I hit both of you with one set of rockets.
It's hard to see what the fuck is going on.
Chris Trot doesn't like the map features.
Like skeleton.
Come on, Trot.
I hate it. Look at that skull and rib cage, and reminds me of the inevitability of death.
Does it?
Oh, right. Okay. That's dark. But that's fair enough, Trot.
Everyone's going to die, aren't they?
Yes.
You're expecting a miracle cure to live forever.
I want one. I was promised
fucking doing that.
What?
You just stood there.
What? I wasn't stood
waiting
there.
To rock it.
Would you want to live forever? Is that
What's
what
happening?
you just said? Do you think you would want to live forever? I feel like you get bored.
Yeah.
Probably sick of everything.
I think I would.
Happening.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to live forever with the choice to end my life at any moment.
Right.
How about that? Can I have that?
No.
Okay, so it's either live. Because the thing is, obviously, the Earth one day is going to end, and so you're going to be floating through space, going mad because you've.
Would you be floating through space though?
Well, if you've got endless life, I imagine you can't die of anything.
Yeah, but would the technology that humans create be capable of taking us to new planets rather than you just floating around in space?
Well, that's the thing.
Well, potentially. I mean, it depends how quickly the
Cool.
It depends how quickly the thing the Earth ends.
But I guess
it
also depends on the fact that, like, if you had infinite amount of time,
you
could probably eventually travel to space yourself. You could.
Yeah, but
learn all those things yourself.
Well, in being like unable to die, can you feel pain or not?
Well, yeah, no, okay. You're in your current situation. My issue with this is obviously what form do you take? Now, I watched Coco not long ago.
Yes.
Which is a Disney Pixar film. Great, looks amazing. Seriously, I recommend it for that alone.
Coco. Oh, is that the Day of the Dead style?
Yes. Yeah. It looks amazing. Now, obviously, it's based on the fact that there is
my god!
an afterlife. That's a good.
My god! I'm sorry, but I was mid-air. Really then I managed to pick Trot out. I've hit him every single time I've gone past him.
Just like, fuck you!
Oh, anyway, sorry, go on.
Fair enough.
So it's based on the fact that there's an afterlife and stuff. And what was confusing in this afterlife was there were young people, but then there were also old people who then, when they went to the afterlife, were just old. Which sounds like you're just shit. Like, that's really shitty.
Also, when they forget about you in the real world, your spirit disappears.
That's
right?
the thing. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so they keep a picture up of
so when
you
the last
to
person
remember you.
remembers you.
So it's a nice little story.
Oh.
Good little film.
Is it nice? It sounds quite dark.
Well, it's a little
sad.
bit dark and sad, Trot, in that sense, but it's kind of like the type of thing where it makes you sad so you can then feel happy again, which is always nice.
It reminds
Puts you through hell.
It's like, it's like all Toy Story films. They make you feel sad because, like, there's little toys, like they're being
number
ignored,
4's
or
been confirmed.
Andy's forgotten him, and that's sad, isn't it? But ultimately, there's, they come together and they're all happy with each other.
It's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, and I think we need that because without pain there is no pleasure. Chris Trot.
Finally. I got him.
I finished just as I exploded.
There was a part of it, without spoiling it, there's a part of it where, like, somebody goes to their afterlife.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking old. And I was just like, God, that's shit. Like, is that really, like, that's not your ideal afterlife.
Yeah.
You want to be, like, young, bit,
What if you're a
like,
sprightly
your
old
ideal,
horny man,
like, moment within your life. You want to be that your peak moment.
The best.
So, rather than an elderly person.
Fragile.
I had a Black Mirror idea based on...
You had a what?
I had a Black Mirror kind of idea based on eternal life, right?
Okay.
So, if we don't all die from natural disaster or nuclear Armageddon or all those things, right?
Yeah.
Say we're allowed to remain on this earth as humans for another 10,000 years,
with the resources, able to do
exactly.
That. Yeah.
Feasibly speaking, you think we'd develop technology that would allow us to live for an extremely long time, perhaps even forever, right? Get this.
Okay.
But what if life is a simulation? Okay?
Sure, okay, you love this one.
Okay, right.
Common one.
So life is a simulation. Let's just take that for a second. And the reason we play it is because outside of this life, there's nothing more interesting than this life. Okay,
Oh, yeah. Right, okay.
it's kind of like that Rick and Morty.
The best moments.
It's that Rick and Morty. When they play that game where
Roy,
or
you know the Rick and Morty arcade where he plays that game where it's his whole life. And it's like, oh shit,
Roy.
Yeah, Roy. Exactly. So imagine this is a game of Roy, right? Now this is where it gets a little more sinister. Right. Say we're all playing this game of Roy,
some of us are shitty,
and
some of us are really good.
It's a continued story. And say in this lifetime, in this playthrough, our playthrough right now,
right,
we unlock the secret to eternal life or work our way not to die. Mm-hmm. But we don't realize it. Part of playing the simulation is not knowing that we've gone into it to play it, because part of it's to think it's real. Okay. But what if we get stuck in this simulation because we don't want to die because we've got eternal life and we think this is great and this is what we think all there is. But it's only by dying that you get out of the game. What if we're all, our bodies are really in a vegetative state somewhere, and we are playing the simulation for the rest of our lives. Okay. So what if death is the way out at the end of the game? Well, we'd never know because we'd be living forever.
You'd have to really, really believe in it
to end your life.
100%.
Zero evidence.
Yeah.
There's no evidence. So
you're just gambling everything.
So you would continue to live rather than risk it. I think everybody given eternal life would eventually end their life. I think so.
Yeah, but you'd also give it a go first.
Oh, you would, absolutely. I'd love to live for a very, very long time.
You'd have to feel, I guess, 100% fulfilled.
Also, I wouldn't want to wake up in the real world knowing that I've got a massive tube up my arse feeding me nutrients.
I think that person...
Just imagine you woke up too early. There was a glitch. You're that 1%
way
that gets
there in that
fucked up.
Simulation.
And you wake up, you've got this massive tube you've got to slowly, manually pull out of your arse. It's all like deep in within your...
It's the easiest entry point, isn't it?
I think you'd become very calloused if you lived forever as well, because it would only take a couple of generations of your loved ones dying for you to go, wow, I'm not going to make any friends or loved ones because it hurts too much.
Like vampires.
Well, obviously, but also the effects of aging in general.
Huh?
The effects of aging would deplete you anyway. Like, you would be kind of worn down. You'd be like, fuck, I'm getting...
According to
starting to look tired,
my rules of permanent life.
Okay, your rules.
That's my rules.
So you got elven rules.
You'd have anti-aging gene therapy.
Right.
Sorry, you little bitch.
Thanks for that. I'm offering you anti-aging gene therapy, but you just fucked me in the game, so forever. Yeah. Remember that.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Anytime you want anti-aging gene therapy, I remember this moment where you killed me in GTA.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Sorry. What were you going to say, though? Do you know?
You'd be eternally youthful at your peak.
Okay.
Like a vampire. They're always hot, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, it depends when they're turned.
Turned.
Yeah, but isn't it the whole point that they kind of are supposed to be hotter afterwards, regardless?
They become alluring because
they have the glamoring
and stuff.
They have the ability to glamour people,
and they got sparkly skin like real vampires.
Yeah, what was there was a plot line in True Blood about, was it Eric's creator wanted to die because he'd been alive for so many thousands of years.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah. True Blood was really good. I just wish
had moments.
Oh, we both nuked each other at the same time.
Yep, that was a double nuking. Oh, you little
double nuker.
Touch my dick, schoolboy. Wait, no. Don't do that.
Touch my dick, schoolboy. That's a fucking quote. Right there. Jesus.
Flip it.
I did not think that through.
That's the problem, Alex Smith.
I wanted to call him a schoolboy bitch, but I also wanted to say touch my dick.
I really like this fucking track.
Alone make perfect sense in the Hatfilms tropes, but touch my dick schoolboy really does get you in some hot water.
I'm just waiting for that moment where dick jokes get old, you know? They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
They never get old.
They haven't been...
They're quality.
You know Cern Abyss, that huge hill with a massive, picture of a guy on it with a big dick?
Right.
The fertility symbol in Dorset?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I mean, it was good back then, and it's still good now.
It's a great one. And you can't... it's hard to... Yeah, it's hard to comprehend a dick joke getting old, but...
it's just...
We are certainly trying.
It's just good old-fashioned fun, isn't it? Yeah. Everyone can get involved. Men and women alike.
Definitely.
Regardless of gender. We can all poke fun at penises.
It's a willy. That looks like a dick.
Okay, so here's a scenario.
Oh, you love those scenarios, Trot.
Well, you do more, but...
I do love scenarios.
So, scenario is...
I'll flip your scenario on its fucking head, mate.
You can live forever at your peak performance, peak athleticism. In fact, you know what? You're going to be even fitter than you were before. Oof. But you've always got horrible dry mouth. And you can never sate that dry mouth.
I do fucking hate dry mouth. That's the worst.
No
one likes dry mouth.
Everything else
is it's not like that. Is it that bad, really? Like, if
you'd be really.
How do you know that?
Your tongue is dried out.
So regardless of how much you drink, it just stays dry.
Yeah, it stays dry. It's like it never absorbs in.
I mean, I'm sure you could get used to it.
Yeah,
Think so?
it's like everything.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure
get
it
used
could
to
for eternal life.
People always be pissed at you because you're always constantly like making horrible mouth noises and shit. Parched.
I'd feel so guilty taking eternal life when I knew everyone around me couldn't. You know.
Also, well, not just that, but like you'd have to live through loads of people you loved dying.
They could all get it as well, but they all have to have dry mouth.
Everyone has to have fucking dry mouth.
It's the problem with the the therapy, gene therapy that you go through.
Right, yeah.
They can't fix the dry mouth.
It's just a real issue. It's the only thing they can't iron out.
Everything else
I'm sorry,
is
you
flawless.
fucking got dry mouth again.
You need to be aware that this is going to give you permanent dry mouth. I'm sorry, you have to know before. And I'm not just talking a little bit of that's a bit.
I'm talking.
That's a bit cloying.
You've been asleep all night with a blocked nose.
It's going to be horrible.
You wake up in
mouth.
the morning with like snoring all night.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
That kind of dry mouth.
The caveat of staying alive forever alone is a caveat enough, I think.
But what
Think
if
about
there's
the
like
mental
technology
strain.
to make you never bored again?
No, not about being bored, Trot. Think about all the fucking people dying around you all the time.
Yeah, well, if there's like,
You'd make no meaningful connections because you'd be too.
And also,
scared to
you'd
be
probably,
hurt.
you would be scared
break out of the
wouldn't you?
human condition where you care about that shit.
We then become a fucking sociopath
robot,
by
which is
every measurement.
Oh, that reminds me of what film was it? Prometheus?
Yeah.
Or the newest one,
Yeah,
The colony-
Alien
iRobot,
Covenant.
yeah.
Covenant. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Where you've got I've completely forgot his name now.
Michael?
The dude,
Is it?
Michael
Fassbender.
Fassbender. Yes.
I don't know what they call it. They call him Michael in the film as well, don't they?
Michael? Maybe. I actually can't remember at all. All I remember is the fact that there's a part in it where he's basically lived through other people dying.
Right. He's desensitized.
And obviously he's a robot, so he doesn't give a fuck. Well, it also it makes you question his judgment in general. If he doesn't give a fuck about human life, what else could he do? Again, without spoiling it, don't want to spoil it. Fuck you, Trot. Oh,
It's a good film, though.
it is a really good
I've
film.
enjoyed
Actually,
it.
did you watch the new one?
I've not seen
Alien
it.
Covenant.
New one's worth watching, Trot.
Not seen it.
It's,
It's on, I think it's on Netflix.
because I remember you
or
said that
something.
you didn't like Prometheus because it was a bit dull.
It had a lot of ideas and it didn't execute them very well.
Yeah, I mean, similar sort of thing, but it's good.
No,
I
kinda
enjoyed it.
like
I love
I liked it
Ridley
more.
Scott's look, like the style and look of those films. are
Worst part
brilliant.
of it,
I like to call him Skidly
it's
Rot,
the animated alien.
but
Yeah.
that's just me.
I think
Skidly Rot.
I'm sick of animated creatures in films in general.
I'm kind of sick of the CGI aesthetic. I see it everywhere, and my brain is constantly looking for where's the effect, rather than absorbing
so.
myself in the film.
I think when it's really obvious, it's annoying. Just the same as I watched after our interview with Jeff Goldblum, I kind of had a Jeff Goldblum high, and I was like, oh shit,
Buzzing.
I really want to watch stuff with Jeff Goldblum in it. So I watched The Lost World. The dinosaurs in it are so fucking disappointing.
These all CG.
I was also disappointed to find out that was directed by Steven Spielberg. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean,
Why were you thinking you could do no wrong?
well, I thought that. Well, yeah, literally, I think.
Stevie, no!
Steve, come on! What was this one?
Guys, I've seen Ready Player One.
Have
You have?
Yeah.
How was it?
Well, it's a massive CG fest.
Is it really?
But at the same time, it's in a VR world, so it kind of
Makes
is
sense.
justified.
Right, okay.
But it's a lot of it. You spend a lot of time in the game.
Sorry, I just got killed.
It's all right. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out of my way to see it again.
How many Goldblums would you give it? Because obviously he always gives it 10, but
I'm
how
not
many-
going to rate it.
You're not going to rate it. Okay. You're leaving it up in the air.
Well, it has to be 10 out of 10 if it's Goldblum.
Oh, of
so
course.
I
Okay.
don't
Well,
wanna
how
give
many
it that.
Chris Trotts would it be?
Oh.
Don't tell me you only do 10 as well. Oh, you son of a bitch! You do.
It's actually
10.
a sliding scale.
Oh, for
what a
fuck's
shit
sake!
shot!
Have you guys seen Super 8?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think, is that Spielberg produced?
That is Spielberg.
And J.J.
Produced or
Abrams.
directed?
I think he
I
might
think they
direct
co-directed
I
it
have
with
no
Who was
idea
it?
now.
Who's the
Now
other
that you
guy?
say that.
J.J. Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That feels very,
J-
very
Jabrams.
Spielberg.
Jabrams.
Yeah, it's really good.
I liked it. Yeah, I like that one. Again, that's got the whole kind of like Stranger Things vibe.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
You know, the Goonies-esque vibe.
Also kind of reminded
Which
me of
was
like E.T. and Signs a bit.
Yeah. I think that's what they were trying to go for.
There's
And
a very
I do like that.
non-spoilery thing that I found hilarious in the Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Basically, they've got avatars in the game, right, that don't look like them in real life.
Mhm.
And there's a bit there's a girl that's like, you won't like me in the real world. You don't know who I am. You don't know anything about me. I look nothing like my avatar. She's hot in real life.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
like,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot.
Is that, do you find that
attractive.
Just
just
a cop-out.
did it
It's just
take your
like-
immersion
It
completely?
really
Like,
felt
wow.
like she was leading on to something where, oh, you won't like the real me, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But she's very attractive, got nothing to,
Worry
Yeah.
about
be
that
worried
is-
about at all.
Yeah.
It just felt like a bit of a cheap, like...
Felt like, why did you build that up?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it's still a blockbuster, and they're still ticking boxes, aren't they? That's
absolutely,
but
like, just don't add that in. It's unnecessary.
You got to get the teens going, mate. You got
Why
to get the teens
do all
hot
these
and
blocks
horny.
need to be busted, though?
It's very convenient that this team was
Don't
assembled.
fucking
and they
know.
all like
Why?
each other.
Why?
It was something to do
Why do
with-
we need to bust blocks all the time? Bust blocks
Fuck, I think it's an old school term, wasn't it?
when they're lining up around the block. Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that why?
No.
That's what I presumed. Why? What is a blockbuster?
Nice
then?
try, bitch.
Why is a
I tr-
blockbuster called a blockbuster?
It's to do with the... Oh, man, I can't remember now. It's to do with, like, the 5
It's
big...
to do with
like,
blockchains, I think.
companies that... like Fox, Warner... 20th century... fuck, I can't remember. Basically, it was to do with the big-ass film companies
Yeah.
who dominated cinema way back when. And I think there was some... I can't remember the actual term of the blockbuster thing, but that's when it originated.
What film
Right.
created the summer blockbuster because they had to put out at that time, and therefore there wasn't a summer blockbuster before? I think it was Jaws, wasn't it? Was it Jaws?
Jazz.
It was the first
Actually, no,
summer
I think
blockbuster. They had to
everything
push
I said
the
was
release.
bullshit. It's literally... I think it was a failed rental store.
Nice.
So I had
Nice.
to save it somehow. I gave no one any information
Nice.
at all.
Well, don't worry, we got Google
Thank
for in
you.
between races.
Yeah, I'm just quickly finding
He's,
out.
he's googling.
Oh, why do I always come third? What's happening? I thought I tried really hard.
The term began to appear in the American press in the early 1940s, referring to aerial bombs capable of destroying a whole block of buildings. Came to be applied to movies as a metaphor, indicating something so successful
It's
on a dramatic
explosive.
scale. Successful films such as The Ten Commandments, Gone with the Wind, and Ben-Hur were called blockbusters,
It's a
based
war
purely
reference.
on the amount of money they earned at the box office.
That is
Other-
such a loose connection.
Other
Yeah.
terms for highly successful films included spectacular and supergrosser. In 1975, the usage of blockbuster for films coalesced around Steven Spielberg's Jaws and became perceived as
There you
something
go.
new, a cultural phenomenon, fast-paced entertainment, with which became a common topic of conversation. The film is regarded as the first film of the blockbuster era, referring to this as a film genre. Yeah.
So in short,
Basically, it just means ones that makes a fuckload of money.
yeah.
A blockbuster was
I mean, I
based
think
on a
that's
bomb.
Blockbusters
But then
based on
the
a bomb, yeah.
main origin is literally from bombs
Bombs
destroying
destroying
buildings,
whole
blocks.
city blocks, yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
If you had a really big dick, do you feel like you would tell people? Like
No.
you just go like, "Hey,
I've never had to.
I've got
I
a
feel
big
like
dick.
it's cooler if you're subtle about it.
Well,
you know?
of course, but like,
Oh, whoops! There's my
if
horse
you
cock.
if you got to a point where like your dick's out and someone's like, "Fucking dude, your dick's massive," and,
Yeah.
and you're like, "What? I had
Oh,
no
I did-
idea. I've never
oh.
really sat down and compared them."
That's
to,
why all the women scream.
I
other
guess
people.
you know that's why. That's why there's so much dick comparison because no guys actually look at other people's
Well,
dicks.
that's it. Yeah.
Suit you.
Well,
I
maybe-
vividly remember
The people
older
that talk
men
about
looking over at my penis in public toilets.
Or maybe
Older
you
men,
just
really,
need
do you
to
remember
become
that?
old.
Like you
Distinct.
never remember that? Like you
Huh?
get in,
What?
you come into the toilet when you're younger. Like I'm talking like between the ages of like probably like 10 to 12
God,
plus,
this is
right?
dark.
And you're having a piss at your urinal,
Right. Okay.
and you detect the
detect.
taller older man to your right just glancing over to his left. You never noticed that.
I don't think I've ever been in that situation personally.
I have
so.
numerous times.
Well,
Neither.
let us know in the comments below.
I
if
don't know
you've
why.
Been affected by that too.
I mean, maybe
Do-
they were just enjoying the look or something. I don't know. They
do
never did
older
anything
men
about it.
Peep your ween while you're having
Ween
a quick
peepers.
piss.
Made me feel pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure.
still finished. And to this day, I owe that fact to the fact that I can piss anywhere.
You can piss
You really
anywhere.
can.
That's
I can
probably a good
piss
thing. Yeah. I mean,
on
I'd feel
demand.
kind of uncomfortable with a dude, like a really old dude or whatever, was
Yeah.
just looking down, peeking
would
at my
put me
dick.
off.
That would certainly give me stage fright. I'd be like, whoa, what's
Right.
going on
Yeah,
here?
stage fright. Big deal.
Especially if I was conscious of it at the time. Just like, whoa. What's
I
this
think
guy?
at the time when I was
Okay.
12 years old, I knew already that I was going to be a paedophile sympathizer. So,
Oh my god.
Oh,
you know,
Two things in one episode.
Jesus.
what?
What is dick?
The first one was about schoolboys.
Oh.
Sure. They're going to look back at
Sake.
this in 30, 40 years' time and go, wow, that Alex Smith guy is really
You know
progressive.
what? I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be a witness at the court.
No.
Saying like, look at this video.
Sure, sexuality is not crime.
You were there at the time.
Sure, you're just as bad as
Don't-
people who, you know,
You fucking
hate other
wrote me into this
sexualities.
shit.
Should have a conversation with someone who just completely doesn't get your humour.
and
yeah,
and would
Americans.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
That has
Sweeping
happened.
statement.
We have quite a lot of
That's a lot
American
of
people
America.
who follow us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I do wonder sometimes whether they get some of the jokes. Like some people will listen
Yeah.
to what you just said and take it 100% seriously.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I think by now, obviously, if they actually are a regular
it's probably
viewer,
all the
He's
other
still around.
subs that haven't subbed to us.
Yeah.
It's all the other people on YouTube that have looked at us and just been disgusted and unclicked.
And that's just from a thumbnail.
It's normally from the crazy, wacky thumbnail. What do you think our thumbnail should include in this
Something
one?
wacky with you exclaiming in the same way Ali does in all of his
No, we
thumbnails.
can't do that. We did that one.
That's
But
done.
it gets the
recently.
views, Ross. This
Does it?
website is primarily about getting views. YouTube.
I'm aware of that. Yeah,
It's about getting views. If we just wanted to make good content, we
fine.
could
I
just,
mean-
create it and then stick it in the ground.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one disappointing thing about like that format is that you have to be spot on with your thumbnails and titles, and quite
Spick
frankly,
spot.
And play Fortnite.
well, no, you don't have to.
I mean, you do.
It'll help.
It'll
It
help.
helps to be
Right
on the-
now it'll
jumping
help.
on the current
Yeah.
trends and then
But,
staying with it, not varying.
Then jumping on the
content.
next trend and
So
pretending
those-
like it's the greatest thing in your entire life.
I think varied content and also being adult
Yeah.
are the two
Oh, that's the
massive
thing, yeah, I
shotguns
think
that have
that's
just
it.
shot us both in each foot.
Yeah. Yeah, but also giving us the longevity and,
Yeah.
ability to
A
roll with the
core
punches.
audience that actually cares, and we care
Yeah.
because we're being us.
And that we actually have a relationship with our audience. And also,
Well,
Well,
who
who
the fuck
you-
are you dating?
Well, hang on. Let's,
what?
who
Who
are
have
you
you
with
been banging
in the audience?
in
In the audience? All
Yeah.
of them. They're all my
All of them.
babies. I'm their daddy, Ross.
Daddy.
Oh,
Have you not seen in
dear
the comments?
God, no, I haven't seen.
I'm
the
their
comments.
daddy.
You're their daddy.
All of their
Right.
daddies. I guess
Yeah.
they.
And they're
know
all my
this.
fur babies.
Fur
If you had a
babies.
child
Yeah.
when we first started Hat
Yeah.
Films,
Yeah.
they would be about 7 or 8 right now.
Yep.
Oh,
And
okay.
could be watching.
They'd also
our
have a
content.
really huge dick, but I wouldn't tell anyone.
But you'd look over in the
You'd
urinals.
keep it quiet.
No,
And then,
I wouldn't. That's my own child, Charles. That's disgusting.
Trot,
How
would you be
dare
annoyed
you.
if you had a kid and then it had a larger knob than you?
Absolutely. I'd lop it off.
What, at birth?
I think that's a Family Guy
Holy
episode.
fuck!
Doctor, can you anticipate the length of
You'd
my
take a
child's
bit of
dick?
bit off the top.
It's literally a
At
Family
full
Guy
length.
episode. He gets really Peter gets so fucking annoyed that
I bite it off like the dude
Chris has
goats.
got a bigger dick than him. Oh my god, it's so dumb. I don't-
Sorry, what?
Sorry,
Huh?
what were you
What
saying
did you
about
say?
bites? Sorry.
Well, I castrate them like goats.
You'd say you'd want to
Castrate
go...
him like a goat.
Yeah, if it found
That's
out
just
that
his
Mutilate.
balls.
You'd mutilate.
That's
him.
just the balls.
Look, we've been through mutilation in the past, and it doesn't end well, Trot.
Doesn't.
It's not a good thing.
oh, it's not my fault. I don't have to live with
Isn't
that.
it? You're just purely fueled by jealousy.
I don't have to live with that.
Ah, fucking
Joel,
hell.
for fuck's
You won by
sake.
1 point.
God damn.
How?
I didn't, guys.
Look at that.
I came first twice. You came first once.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, he came third twice.
See here, consistency.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Consistency.
fuck you.
Just like
I hate that
YouTube
outfit,
channel.
Ross.
There you go.
I will
That
say, I
stupid
just
fucking hat.
I
absolutely-
can't remember. I know that was the
It's
racist
so
Dalek
bad.
outfit, and I stand by its quality look.
That's staying in the
Racist
past.
Dalek wear dungarees.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking remember.
He had
He
like
did.
a spiky
He
helmet.
did. I don't know what that is then. I don't know.
Camo.
It's a mess.
Thanks for
So
joining
thanks.
us.
Yeah, thanks for watching today.
Thanks.
You've done us a real solid.
Thanks. That's
Any
it, really.
advice? Don't bite off dicks. Don't do that.
Check your brake lights.
Check your brake lights, for God's sake.
That is important.
You don't want to
be
get
fair.
somebody going in the back of you. It's very difficult to judge the speed of a car in front of you if they haven't got brake lights.
Yeah. So with that advice, good day.
Bye.